Are you comfortable? Are you cozy? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another one. I ain't gonna lie, them boys. So in my Discord and some of my comments, y'all was like, bro, y'all, you gotta check this out, Cozy, please. Um, they told me this is like, I don't know, bro. I can't even really explain it to y'all. I just know that this is an animator that go at black people somewhat, some way. I don't really have the full context. Y'all know me. I'm finna watch before I give my full opinion. But what I did want to say is I did used to react to a lot of cringe content. And some would say I still do, but I feel like it was way worse. Like I started with gotcha life stuff, and I feel like I want to get more back into the cringe side of the internet, because if an animator really on here doing them little TikTok edit dances with characters and be racist at the same time, I ain't gonna lie, top 5 cringe. But let's go ahead and get straight into it. Let me look at this thumbnail though. A N word in black, and then like you're spelling words wrong to try to be cute with it. Let's find out.
Whenever we talk about TikTok, we're almost always reminded of flashy trends, duets, and seamless transition videos. But what many people don't realize is that not every creator on the platform is chasing trends or posting aesthetic edits. There's an entire side of TikTok built on animation, where creators like Nutshell Animations and Tootie McNudie rely purely
Wait, I do know. I know Top Boy. I think I've seen his videos like once or twice on Instagram Reels.
on artistic skill, humor, and sharp storytelling to engage.
So how do they get paid? I guess TikTok 60 seconds plus
their audience.
But they probably got like I know they be having the little Crunchyroll. I said Crunchyroll. The little Candy Crush ads.
It's a space where creators don't show their faces, don't use their real voices, and yet still manage to build massive followings.
I need a haircut, bro.
This animation community thrives on creativity alone. No filters, no influencer persona, just content that resonates. But as you may have already guessed, that's not why we're here. Because over the past few weeks, one animator has managed to get on just about everyone's nerves, and in the process, turned herself into a walking meme.
I hope that it's not one of these like hate and love, you know, same coin, different side kind of things. I hope y'all not still paying her. I mean, I'm reacting, so I'm technically giving it attention, but I'm saying like she's popular for being hated. That can't be right.
Talking about none other than Luki, a Russian creator with a massive following who has recently been exposed for using extremely racist language towards people of color.
It can't be.
If that wasn't bad enough, instead of taking accountability, she followed it up with an apology so painfully out of touch that people began recreating it across social media. In fact, it was so bad that many started comparing it directly to Colleen Ballinger's infamous ukulele moment. So how did things spiral this badly? To understand that, we need to go back and look at how this all started. If you don't know who Luki is, she's an animator and digital artist on TikTok with nearly 784,000 followers, and a fairly recognizable name within the platform's animation community. Ever since joining TikTok in 2023, she has consistently produced content that manages to pull in massive engagement. In fact, not long after creating her account, her videos were already hitting millions of views, something most creators take years to achieve, if they ever do at all. Now, some people might argue that her content, or even her art style, isn't particularly impressive. Her videos often feature her real body.
Nah, this is for sure brain rot content. 100%. I'm already seeing it's a bunch of little Billies, little Jillies. They scroll on this, they having a great time, bro. I've spent enough time on a bunch of niche, like very underground internet communities to know, bro. This for sure has a mass appeal.
Paired with an animated face, which, depending on the viewer, can come across as awkward, overly performative, or just not very polished. For some audiences, it feels a bit cringy, even immature, but clearly that hasn't stopped her growth.
And then on top of that, these be one of those things where like, the more people hate it, the people who actually like it, they love it more, you know, because it's like theirs. It's like, you know, and this is no knock to y'all. And you know what I'm saying? When I say this, we locked in, kind of. But the furry community, that's how y'all are. Cause y'all know y'all got a lot of bad actors and bad players within y'all walls, man. I'm sure everybody does in any community. But I don't know, brothers. Oof, all that. That's should look crazy.
Here are a few of her most watched videos.
Damn, why would you press my piano if you think that you can rap? Try to keep up with the tempo. I be running all this shit like I'm running presidential. I can rush it.
Bro, it's you know what I mean? Come on, bro. This is if somebody, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm just thinking about this. If somebody take her formula, like an underground rapper, like let's just say people who are, this is a super niche conversation I'm about to have. But like, well, I guess she might not be niche no more. But I almost see like if a Molly Santana was to do an edit like this, it would go so viral. Oh, hell no. See, this is what I'm saying. She's one of y'all. 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 Y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all really need a haircut, bro. It's getting bad. I didn't even comb my beard before the video. I was just like, let me press record. We on that. This is off the wake up too. I had a crazy night yesterday, but we're not here for that. This, like, I know women like this. I'm gonna be honest. Super edgy, risque, different, neurodivergent, you know. These like the Himigo Toga types, like the, you know what I mean? Yeah, they're not all the way there fully, but they still cool people. You know, I feel like it's the water. It's the microplastics. We all feeling it, bro. Every culture. Globalization. But I digress. I ain't come here for politics. Like, I'm sure if I was like a furry for show, I start barking crazy. Like if I was Speed, you know what I mean? It's just one of those kind of things. But I'm a vet in the internet space, bro. These kind of genjutsus don't affect me no more. Release. Hell no, boy. Sorry showing the chicken wings. But this is exactly like Miley Cyrus.
Let's check the look at this. You might watch
I love Miley Cyrus, by the way.
those and feel a little confused, or even have a "wait, what?" reaction.
Is that Gotcha Life?
And honestly, that's
Told
fair.
you I'm hip.
But despite that initial reaction, a large portion of her audience has consistently flooded
You
her content
ate!
with positive comments and encouragement. That support
You
translated
ate,
directly into numbers,
bro. These folk be bored. These be bots, yo.
with some of her videos reaching as high as 25 to 26 million views.
But look at all the niches and communities she's hitting. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's a female. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure people within just that category, you get a bunch of support because we love our women, right? And you have Roblox. You know what I mean? You have the Russian subculture. And on top of that, you got American songs with high tempo, BPM, bop your head. Then you got the editing community. Then, you know what I'm saying? Just an amalgamation of a lot of these things just pounding.
And that level of visibility
Even Gotcha
matters,
Life, like,
because when someone
Gotcha
with
Life
that
people
kind
are
of
locked
reach
in.
messes up, it doesn't stay quiet. Right now, everyone in the art community is talking about Luki. The first wave of controversy surrounding her began when some of her voice notes were leaked online. In these recordings, she could be heard speaking about British and Black people in a way that was, to put it lightly, deeply offensive. We're going to play parts of those
let me
voice
hear it.
notes, but it's important to note that they were originally recorded in Russian and later translated through subtitles for a wider,
But like,
primarily
it's not even really like, I'm going to save my opinions.
American audience.
Меня иностранная комьюнити раздражает своей нелогичностью и упортостью.
Блять, сколько же ёбаных аутистов, нахуй, в Murder Mystery 2, еще и англичане. Блять, да чтобы они все передохли, как мухи. Это пиздец, чтобы они все сдохли.
So, you see,
She saying that with her soul. She said for sure. Yeah, man. Damn, bro. I ain't gonna cap. Like I said, it's, again, a lot of Russians, like the grunge, the edgy, like that's how they talk. I'm not excusing it because, of course, you know, but I ain't gonna say too much. I don't want to get demonetized. How I really feel, I could never say it on YouTube. But yeah, bro, I'm just trying to explain it to you how it get to this point, like how it even occurs this way. Bro, you in an echo chamber, you're around a bunch of people who are kind of the same way, you normalize it, and then you forget that the internet is connected all over the world. And because you got your echo chamber in real life, you don't care about what none of these folks saying. And even that, she probably got her Discord who all probably be like, yeah, facts.
Lukey is blatantly racist. And in these voice notes, she didn't just target a single group. She expressed hostility toward nearly everyone who isn't Russian. That's problematic to say the least.
Bro, there are people, yo, Rakai, get out of my face, bro. What is Rakai doing here? What was I saying? Yo, that threw me off track. Bro, there's people who really believe this stuff. And y'all have to understand, like, when you're navigating your way through the world and you're just kind of out here, y'all need to know that there's people who believe that their race is superior. They believe that they're the best people around. This exists in all different forms and shapes and sizes. People are like that with sports, with race, with social class, wealth class. Like, people are just like this. And I think the quicker you understand that, the better you're going to be able to maneuver around it, because these kind of people only have power and a voice if you give it to them.
This is
It's that simple.
why many people began labeling her a xenophobe, a term used for individuals who display strong prejudice against foreigners, for, quite frankly, some very messed up reasons. Now, it's also important to mention that Lukey is likely under the age of 17. So yes, she is a kid essentially. And while her
That's like the one shorty. Remember Steak had pressed her. She had the blue gotcha avatar. Somebody gonna know what I'm talking about. Pat guy also packed her up too. I can't believe we're getting like a new generation of these kind of people. This, like, the internet is really a cycle. I've been here long enough to know, like, I've seen it.
age
It's
might
the same thing, just new generation.
earn her a bit of benefit of the doubt, it doesn't automatically absolve her of accountability, especially when she's consistently attracting millions of viewers on her platform. The next voice note we're about to play is even worse than the previous one. And this time, the target is, unfortunately, Black people.
Why? Unfortunately. Damn, bruh. I would like to think that my Black people, they could take a punch on the chin, or you know what I'm saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words do not hurt. I would like to think that we could take a little Obviously it's not acceptable, but I would hope people are just not crashing out over this. It's not worth it, bro. Crash out for what? Who even is this?
Target is, unfortunately, Black people.
And I said, do you see the face of the guy in the hoodie? There's a guy standing and the guy in a black hoodie. Like, I'm only laughing because, bro, you got to go out your way. Like, you want to describe somebody that way. Like, you want to spread hate on the world. That just, what that boy said, speak on her character. We don't even pay bras like this any kind of attention.
Начинает ржать, потому что, видимо, не видит. Он начинает подходить, она так на меня смотрит, типа, черный юмор. И я начинаю ржать, потому что юмор реально черный. Вот, это такой угар.
You know what I mean? Like, the humor is really Black. Like, it's not her influences, the people she around, the internet cultures, they teach her how to talk like this. Cause who talks like that? Like, be so serious.
Конечно.
This
You
particular
ain't never met nobody like that, bro. That's what they do on that side.
voice note was shared on a public Telegram channel and immediately sparked criticism. But what made things even worse was what people uncovered next. As more users started digging into her past, they realized this wasn't new behavior. Lukey had previously created content and artwork that many also identified as racist. Not only that, there is an animation where she's standing with both arms stretched wide, holding what appears to be a swastika symbol. So on top of the incredibly racist rhetoric, people have also started speculating.
Like, why are we
that she might
surprised,
be a
bro? Come on.
Nazi. At one point, someone even shared an older drawing online, claiming Lukey made it years ago.
And as you can see, the character in that image bears an unsettling resemblance to a certain German dictator we all know all too well. Now, to be fair, Lukey later clarified that this drawing was created as part of a school assignment. But
So your teacher was like, yeah, draw a picture of Hitler and turn it in. That was your assignment? Yeah. Let's make artwork of Hitler, bro. Let's do it, bro. Great assignment.
given the context, especially
What art class is doing that though?
her use of Nazi symbolism, many people aren't buying that explanation and remain convinced there's more to it. Unfortunately,
Maybe I'm out of
the
loop.
controversy doesn't stop
I ain't never
there.
had to draw no
Recently,
controversial
Lukey
figures.
has also come under fire.
Ain't nobody say go draw Trump. That ain't never been an art assignment. Actually, you know what? I lied. Take it back. You know how many people are gonna be like, well, Cozy, actually, Yeah, my fault, bro.
For back-to-back drama with another animator on TikTok. We're not going to dive too deep into the specifics of that feud because it's largely irrelevant to the bigger picture, but it is important to note how she handled it. At one point, people began accusing her of being transphobic. The situation started when she called out another animator for allegedly copying her content. In response, that creator escalated things, creating sexually suggestive animations involving Luki. And yes,
What? Yo, it keep getting crazier.
that is genuinely disturbing, and it should be acknowledged as such. But Luki didn't exactly take the high road either. She responded by deliberately misgendering the creator, by saying that they are a woman, and that she does not give
I
a
told you, bro. She's edgy as hell. She don't care who or what you are, bro. We already established this.
F if she is a
But if we know that's her character, bro, it is what it is.
trans. And if that wasn't enough, she also went a step further, threatening to leak that person's passport information. While people are pissed
Wow.
about this whole scenario,
Nah, that's
we can't
actually
fully
nuts.
blame Luki here.
Them boys
considering
DDoSing.
that the other person
Black
basically
hats.
sexually harassed a minor. And whoever they
Man,
are, they are
bro.
clearly more in the wrong. But that's just one thing people are pissed about. Pretty recently, Luki posted an animated video in her tweening style that featured a young boy. And quite strangely, he appeared extremely young.
We're dragging it. Oh my God, we're dragging this to doom and despair. So she don't like nothing or nobody, and she like kids. I don't get it, bro. Who are we fighting? Satan? Who is this?
The issue with this video was that the boy turned out to be 14 years old, making him more than 2 years younger than Luki herself, who is 17. This quickly sparked a debate in her comments, where some people pointed out how inappropriate it was for her to create a sexually suggestive video involving
Yeah, I mean, they're all minors. Why are they even doing that to begin with? Y'all boys should be, you know what I'm saying, playing with your toys, Ninjago, Roblox, Minecraft,
14-year-old, while others defended her,
Marvel Rivals.
arguing that both of them are still underage. Some people also assumed that the boy might be her brother, which Luki later clarified was not the case. On top of all this, one of the biggest things that has irked people about her is her collaboration with another creator named Birdie, with whom she appears to be friends. Now, if you don't know who Birdie is, they are considered one of the biggest nuisances in the animation art community, known for being a
what?
zoophile, starting conflicts with other creators,
Oh, man.
being involved in repeated controversies,
Oh, man.
and claiming that they have evil autism.
Hi, my name is Jack or Lucifer. My pronouns are he.
Wait, what evil autism mean? What is that, bro? I'm not educated, chat. I promise I ain't trying to offend none of y'all boys. Bro, somebody explain to me what that means, bro.
I'm 19. I'm aroaced and gay.
Bro.
La la. My favorite colors are red, black, and yellow. I'm a demon kitty. I love rainbows and
I'm
tacos.
a demon
and cats
kitty.
And
Yes,
I love
Clay.
scene and Decora K and emo, but that's pretty obvious, isn't it? I have evil autism. I love.
Luki, collaborating
What
with
that
Birdie,
mean?
definitely did not go unnoticed.
I gotta actually research that, because if that's actually something I need to take serious and I need to be aware of in the world, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro, please let me know what that means. I'm serious. Like, I'm gonna laugh about it. That's how I cope. They're like, what you mean? You got evil autism? What would that mean? She terrorized people? Like, is that part of her, like, the genochromes? I'm just yapping, dog.
However, some people online have suggested that the collaboration
What does that
is
mean?
fake, and that Luki might not even know Birdie personally, or
Somebody
be
tap me in,
aware
bro.
of their
Tap me in,
long
tap me in,
list
tap me
of
in.
controversies. While that may be true, and there is a possibility that this particular allegation is baseless, there are far more serious issues, like her blatant racism, that she needs to be held accountable for. She is a notable creator
little
with
bit.
fans all across the world. Her YouTube following, for instance, comes from multiple regions. So she definitely owed her audience an apology after those voice notes were posted to Telegram and went viral. But instead of an apology, what people got was deflection and victim playing. One of the first videos she posted in response to the rising criticism was this one.
So is she depressed?
Calling herself problematic is a classic way of avoiding accountability and playing
Like, yeah, we know she problematic, but I'm saying, like, why was she turning like evil faced or like sad almost?
the victim card.
Being sad make you wait, you being problematic makes you sad? So why do you keep on being problematic? Is that also part of the dark, you know what I mean? Is that the same?
Instead of owning up to what she said, she leans into the label in a way that invites sympathy. In the description of the video, she also wrote, "Problematic. I've already come to terms with the fact that I'm problematic, but that won't
That's a choice.
stop me from filming. I've always been hated for something,
You know why.
even when there was no reason to be.
But there is a reason.
Well, this time, there is a very valid reason. The way this artist is trying to guilt trip the audience is honestly mind-blowing. And this wasn't the only time she did it. Not long after this video, she posted this to her story, writing, "Why is everyone talking about public apologies? Will my apology change anything? I am not against apologizing, but I think it will only bring more hate, so I did not make a video about it. And
But you decide to explain why you won't apologize. Just don't say nothing. Just don't say nothing.
besides, I don't think anyone will forgive me. To be honest, there is a possibility that people might not accept your apology. But if you are genuinely trying to do better, you apologize to take accountability for your actions. You do it even
Sure.
if the other person isn't ready to forgive you. Apologizing is an essential part of growth and doing better moving forward."
Well, maybe she's not apologetic. Maybe we just come to terms with that again. Like, she don't care.
But right now,
She's trying to cater.
it doesn't seem like Lukey is ready to take that accountability.
Because after facing criticism for refusing to apologize, she ended up posting a public apology so bizarre that it instantly went viral. Here is her now iconic apology video that has been circulating all over social media. If that wasn't strange enough, she turned off the comments on the video and even wrote in the description that she made the apology as a meme so that more people would see it. An apology as a meme?
Y'all just making her
Brilliant
go more
thinking.
viral. That's
Except
crazy.
It didn't quite
She got
land
y'all
the
on
way
lock.
she expected. Instead of sympathy, the audience found it absurd. People were so amused by this masterpiece that they started recreating it across platforms, turning it into a widespread joke rather than the redemption she was aiming for. There were tons of remakes on TikTok just to make fun of her nonsense idea.
Man, this is a dark place. This is a dark place. I feel uneasy just watching all these edits, bro. What they breath smell like?
Since the comments were turned off on her video, people started reposting her absurd apology everywhere, often with harsh captions. Within a matter of days, her bizarre apology turned her into a full-blown meme within the art community. Now, here's the thing at this point. She clearly realized that she had messed up badly. So, sometime later, she decided to come forward with a more proper apology. While we wouldn't say it was perfect, it was still far better than her previous attempt. In her most recent apology post, she wrote, "I would like to apologize to everyone again. I am sorry you misunderstood my previous apology video. I made it as a meme, just so more people could see my changes. But for some reason, most people took it as a joke." Well, didn't you just say
Man, you know what I think? I think this stuff maybe started catching up with her in real life. And she started to get older, so she needed to clean her act up a bit.
that you made your apology as a meme, and now you're confused that people took it as a joke? How else were people supposed to react to an apology that was literally presented as a meme? She admits to making it a joke and then seems surprised that people laughed at it. She also further wrote, "Now I am making a full-fledged apology and analysis. I honestly did not know the situation was so serious, that so many people would hate me. I did not expect it and did not think it would go this far. Russian mentality is very different from that of other foreign countries. I did not know you were so strict even about the pronunciation of the N-word. I honestly did not know that, and I apologize for that. I did not expect so many.
I'm telling you, that's just how they talk. I ain't forgiving her. I ain't really necessarily even care about nothing she did, because once you give it energy, then it start to get attention. But like, it's like, this is what they do, bro.
People to wish me a fate.
Like, that's, if there's one thing you take away from like my reaction to this video, it's this, bro. Like, the way that you think, the way that you are, not everybody is like that. Yo, my camera is, but not everybody's like that, bro. Not everybody is like that. So y'all need to stop acting like everybody think the same way as you. And I'm not saying it's okay. Obviously, run them off the internet, run them off the street. Don't let them do what they, but just know it exists, yo. It's real. And it's more common than you think. Just not everybody is brazen enough to get leaked. You know how many people take large precaution to make sure that they stuff don't get leaked?
That starts with the letter D and write other terrible, terrible things. For that, I truly apologize. I am not a RT.
She ain't sorry that she did it. She's sorry that she got caught.
I am not a NT or any other terrible words. I have always treated everyone very well and loved everyone very much, regardless
probably
of their skin color
a nice
and
kid in
nationality.
real life. No bad.
I also
They get on the internet, start acting crazy.
apologize specifically to the Americans. I explained on a Telegram channel that Americans refer to the English-speaking community in Russia. I agree it's bad, and I won't do it again. And I don't want Americans to hate me for it, because I have very good feelings for Americans, just like everyone else.
Yeah,
Anyway, I hope
the world
you
hate
guys
us for real.
subscribe,
What
because
are we
I've seen
talking about?
thousands upon thousands of videos about how bad my apologies were. I apologize again. Forgive me if you can. You don't have to. I know that for some, I acted too badly. Now, to be fair, this apology does sound much better than the previous one, but it still has its issues. For example, she suggests that using racist language is somehow more acceptable in Russia, and that people outside are just more sensitive, which isn't really accurate. Even in Russia, if you're a public figure using offensive language, you will face criticism. So that explanation is pure bullshit. In the end,
But again, remember her community, bro. Grunge, edgy. She probably listen to like heavy rock, post-punk music. You know what I mean?
all we can say is that Luki is very young. While the backlash may have been overwhelming, it's also important that she's being held accountable. Because learning early on that racism and harmful behavior won't be tolerated is necessary.
Shame.
Especially when you have a large platform.
Shame.
And also, apologizing through a meme, probably not the best idea. That's it for today. We'll see you in the next one.
That's all it really is, bro. Just a little bit of shame. And they get their act together. They know to keep that closeted. But a lot of people are closet racist, bro. It just is what it is. Don't got to be much more than that. But I hope you guys enjoyed that reaction right there. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Let me know if I should check out more of these kind of situations. You guys want to hear my thoughts. And yeah, bro. Peace out. Get it together, Luki.